What are you listening to? Is this going to get us demonetized?
I hope so.
Reenact that.
Okay. I can do that. Oh! I figured out something. Remember we was talking about this hole here where the cylinders are going to go through? I mean, these holes I just made big enough just to get these pieces to fit in, but I'm going to open them. But I have a plan with that. What you were talking about, having like how the Jeeps have the rubber inside. I'm going to use an inner tube because like I can get an inner tube that would fit around the cylinder and like actually like stretch around it like a rubber band. And then on this is the top. So going down, I'll make a band like an oval. It's like kind of
like that would go around like a fuel cell. Is that what you're thinking? Like a clamps the fuel cell and the fuel pump?
No, it would be like a flange sticking straight down, like that, and maybe even have like a little lip at the bottom outward, like that, so that the inner tube can like fit on the cylinder, and then I'll just stretch it around that and clamp it around this way, going down, and then on the top I'll make a flange and make that leather boot, and that would come up towards the top, you know. But I'm gonna keep it kind of low because I want to be able to see this cylinder. But that part will be leather, so that part will be just like the cosmetic part. And that rubber piece down in the bottom will be like watertight and like it would actually stretch on there. So great idea, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. It worked out. I just thought of that this morning and I was all excited. Like, oh, wait till Rob gets here. I got an idea. I tell him that.
So a little backstory. I guess it was yesterday or maybe the day before, trying to figure out how to seal off the cylinders from the inside. So, you know, you're going down the road, muddy road, rainy day, whatever. You don't want all that crap coming inside, you know. Not inside that nice Winnebago.
Yeah, exactly.
so we came up with a couple ideas, and this is how it works when you build something. You kind of come up with an idea, and
then a couple days later, it morphs.
then Ryan sleeps for 2 nights, thinks about it for 18 hours.
Yeah, and it just popped in my head this morning. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a perfect idea, and that way the thing was, I didn't really want to like bring the sheet metal up and hide that where the cylinder mount was because I feel like it's gonna take away that look, you know, where I copied off the Gibson.
The Gibson, yeah.
I didn't want to hide that part, so I kind of wanted to leave it where you could see the cylinder. And now it'll have the hose can come out of there and just go to like a bulkhead fitting. Maybe here, maybe I'll just run those on the inside, but nonetheless, it'll have like a stain, maybe a stainless hose right off the cylinder, so you'll see that from the inside. I think so cool. So, yeah, that's my plan. Not there yet, but
cool.
I do got these pieces made. So basically, after these 2 pieces, all I have left to make for the front there is like the 2 doghouse pieces, the forward piece and the rearward piece. Both of those have to be removable, though.
Which is kind of bittersweet because you want to see all that.
That's why they have to be removable. Easily removable.
Even these wheel tubs is like, oh man, you're covering up all that stuff, but it's got to happen.
Yeah. The good thing is you can still see, you can even see the A-arms, the way the doghouse will be. Once you take the doghouse off, you can see where the A-arms of the rear cylinder mount, the whole engine sticks out, you know, that piece can come on top. So I can take the front piece off and the back piece off, and the engine cover will touch the brace that goes through. So all of that is still going to be exposed. So that's the plan. Anyways, I did find some rubber stuff too, some seal stuff that I think I might be able to use. But yeah, I got to put some holes in this, and I'm going to put some cleco holes before I do that. So that way I can just cleco these in so I can get these holes.
Cool. Well, what we should do then, so I actually came over here just for a quick update because there's a lot going on today. So maybe we can look at where you are with the tubs, and then we can come back and look at this and actually talk about clecos, because that's not something that everybody knows about, which is kind of cool.
Oh,
what they do.
Clecos are great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come on, take a look.
So was that ABBA you were listening to? I'm not sure.
I don't know who they whatever turns up.
So the wheel tubs are in.
Yep.
They're actually welded.
They're actually welded in, yeah.
And they look unbelievable.
Looks cool.
And you also got the dash started. You cut the dash out, so
I cut the dash out so that, you know, one, I couldn't get my head between there with the helmet on.
You need a lot of room for that.
But check this out. Like this is pretty cool. everybody was saying, how are you gonna be able to sit in it? I mean, I'm already sitting back on this where it's coming back down from the tippity top right here. It needs to be up 3 more inches. That's where the factory seats were. The top of the factory seats were, even, you know, a little bit of mush, but I mean, still
you could almost mount the factory seat in there.
Yeah, it would fit.
You know, remember that seat on this side was that like double seat, which is kind of cool.
The only thing I think that would overhang into here.
Yeah.
And I found that picture of those seats online that I want to use that idea. I'm not gonna make them the same because they wouldn't be comfortable, but the idea is really cool.
Yeah.
I got to do that. And they're gonna swivel and stuff. But as far as feet room, like I took that board out. Remember, it was right. You can see those pieces right here. That's where that was. So I can.
Plenty of room.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like I said, there was lots of room up in there. And now without, you know, this in the way, obviously, we're going to have... But this is where that gauge piece was. So I kind of just... Actually, I only cut a little bit off here and a little bit off here. And
same,
was the
same over here.
Yeah, I left this line even because I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I just needed to get it out of the way to get started. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room for the seat. Like I said, this is sitting too low for sure. I need to be sitting up higher than this. That'll make sense.
You need to see over that hood.
Yeah.
Wait.
Exactly. I did draw a line where the steering column used to come through, and I honestly think I might push it this way just a little bit more because it's kind of that way.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's just because the truck chassis came the way it came. The column used to hook straight into the steering box, so they didn't really have an option to be able to put the steering wheel where they wanted. It had to stick up straight there.
Yeah.
So, but
Are you gonna do a left foot brake, or what are you gonna do?
No, I don't want to do that.
Bummer. I'm a big fan of that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have 2 brake pedals.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would actually be. That would be really cool, actually.
We'll make a pedal and it kind of loops around the column.
Heck yeah. You know you're gonna want to have a left foot brake when especially if you're cruising in traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or racing.
Paddle shifters.
There's talk of a big race with the Winnebagos. The fast Winnebagos of YouTube.
I need a Hellcat, people. Help me out.
It's good, but it's not a Hellcat.
Yeah, it's not a Hellcat, but so, the guy I'm after, I'm gonna need a Hellcat.
That's like breaking news about racing this thing?
Hey,
just break something here?
I'm not really like a go fast guy, but if I can race another Winnebago, I'm all in.
That would be so awesome.
Heck yeah.
We got to make that happen.
Yep.
Somebody send us a Hellcat, please.
Come on.
I don't care if it's the whole car. We'll cut it up. We'll cut it up.
It would be the first car I hacked up that I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I got these pieces next, which will go in here to get plug weld here. That's what I was just marking out. And you can see how I did that. I'm going to cut it bigger, but this hole will actually have to be like a circle. So the boot the leather boot would come up and then, you know, clamp around here and then it would bolt here like that. So it kind of look, you know, Ferrari-ish, you know. So
yeah,
fits the look of the Winnebago. And then, I made these frames underneath. This is all box tubing, so it's also tied in. There's 3/4 inch inside. This floor is double wall. So I put 3/4 inch all the way around the perimeter, so that's super strong again. And then I boxed this back in from the front to the back. That used to just go straight across, which obviously wouldn't fit with the A-arms in the way.
Now we can stand on it?
Yeah, it's strong. No issues at all. So once I get all that in, then I'm going to take this piece out. This was just in there to hold the back straight while I was getting all that in because I didn't want it to be bowed out or anything weird. And then from here, basically, this will be the doghouse. So it'll come out like this and we'll just kind of sit up in here. And I want it to, you know, like end up like this. So when you look in, you'll see all of that. That single hole and all of that you'll see. And like I said, there'll be a boot right here. So that'll look really cool.
You got to see the Gibson headstocks.
You got to be able to see that.
We got to make some tuning keys.
I'm not opposed. Like, it's not a bad design, right?
No, it's a classic design, just like this Winnebago.
There you go. Perfect. So. The hole puncher punches 3/16 holes. I have 3/16 clecos, but I don't want to use them because then I have to plug weld a 3/16 hole. I got a hole on both sides. So what we're gonna do is we'll just drill these 1/8 inch, and the rest of them get punched 3/16. So I only have to drill 4 holes. Well, 4 holes there, and then I'll put some on these two. But back to our handy dandy hole puncher.
It's a great tool. I actually need to borrow that tool. I need to make something.
It really is. This one works so well. It's crazy. I really like it a lot. I'm surprised how well it works. Actually, it works that well.
I need to just buy one. You know what I'll do is I'll get one on the Amazon links.
Say, if you look down at our links, you'll find one, and I bet you'll find clecos down there. And
I mean, the great thing is, like you said, that thing punches a 3/16 hole, which most of you know is a pretty common rivet size.
yeah,
So if you're doing a bunch of rivets, man,
you can use it for that.
it's a lot. Think about drilling that.
And it's clean too, like where you don't have to come back and deburr, and you drill a hole. It kind of always turns out kind of crappy where you have to do that. The hole puncher, you don't have to do that. I'm just circling the ones that I'm gonna put the clecos in, so that way I don't punch those. I think that many. I don't have to worry about the ends. We can just punch all those. Yeah, because this will hold it in place. All right, now a whole bunch of this. Turn it around. All this stuff's gonna get covered in like the insulation, that stick-on insulation or something anyways on the floor. You're really not gonna see this part because I almost don't want to do that, but I have to do that because the engine's up there is gonna get hot. Particularly if it's a Hellcat engine up there, because it might get a little hotter.
But that'd be okay.
Okay, just put extra insulation.
Hellcat insulation. You got regular insulation, and then you got Hellcat insulation. Watch your finger.
I got it. All right. These are clecos. For those that know, they use them a lot on building airplanes and stuff, because that's all like aluminum, and a lot of that stuff's riveted together. Those home-built planes.
Hey, hold it still for a second so we can see it.
But you see how it works. These are the pliers, cleco pliers. You just stick them in, and that little piece there is going to go down, and then it gets skinnier right there, so it'll fit in the 1/8-inch hole. And then when you let go, it pulls it tight, and it wedges it out. So this is for an 1/8-inch hole. Like I said, you can get these for different size holes, but instead of putting a rivet in here to hold it in place, you can just put one of those in, and you can take it out just as fast. So if you need to, remove the part, but it holds it nice and tight. Right.
Any hoses in the way.
So
Yeah.
we'll put a bunch of those in to hold this piece in place, and then I'll finish that cutout in there. Then I'll raise it up and down, which has been really nice since it's been inside. I just had the batteries hooked up. I don't have to keep taking them in and out since it was not sitting outside anymore. But I can lift it up and down and get underneath of it, get back up on the top, laying on not the asphalt. Concrete's been pretty nice. No complaints there. Get that one in. This panel's got a little bow in, so this will pull it back out once that's all in. I mean, like I said, it's already strong enough to sit on now, so adding this flange and this piece is going to make it that much stronger, but I think it's more looks. But if you were to step, you'd be stepping here, and I put the 1-inch box tubing on both sides here, so if you did step down in here, it's going to still be strong. And I imagine you'll be stepping on the doghouse, so I don't know. Have to figure that out. But I got the metal over there, so I'm going to work on that today.
Nice.
I'll be up to that point for sure.
That might be the next update.
All right. We're gonna take the cleco now. I just finished drilling this, so I'd use the angle drill and see how it sucks it right up.
Yeah.
Holds it nice in place. So this flange is overbent a little bit, so I'll knock that into place. I can spot weld all the other ones because I'm welding all this. But if you were riveting this whole panel in, you could have just drilled them all and just, you know, take one cleco at a time, put a rivet in, take another cleco out, put another rivet in. That way it stays perfect. I mean, obviously you need a bag full of clecos, but generally that's how you do it. But for what I'm gonna do after I'm done welding all the other holes, I'll take it out, and it's got a hole on both sides, but I can still plug weld it with the TIG welder. I'll be able to fuse that hole up, and then I'll be able to weld from both sides. So those will look just like the other plug welds, but I can hold it in place while I'm fitting everything, because you don't want to start welding, you know, things start pulling, so you want to make sure you have it all in perfect place before you start putting any welds on it. Well, that's about it. Another thing.
Yes?
If you check this out, Rob. If you guys haven't seen, this isn't the first Winnebago I've had. I mean, this project has been going on for like 4 years now. I've had this one for 2. But the first one, I spent a year trying to get the title for. Then I spent another year doing the roof. And we completely redid the whole roof. Did it out of wood that time, though. And I really wasn't happy with that. So it sat out back of the shop. And before I got back to the suspension, a tree fell on it and crushed it. So that's kind of how I ended up getting this one, and kind of what got the ball rolling, to be honest with you. So it's kind of luck the tree fell on it, because that's really what took off. But Rob will put the link to that video right up here, and that's the very first one. It's kind of cool to see from, you know, the beginning where it started and where the ideas was coming, and the little hole I cut in the floor to get the tire to fit,
Little tiny hole.
to cutting 90% of the floor out of it. But that's what you got to do. So check that out, and keep watching, keep liking, subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And check out them Amazon links for clecos and DC shoes and everything else you might need. So.
Point to the link again.
It'll be over here.
You're like a you're a true pitchman now.
Right? I need the little mic like this.
Follow me, cameraman.
All right. Peace out.